What's up, gang? St. Cross here with another video. This time we're going to cover the Christmas event that they just rolled out today. So apparently the first one is an event called, that is an instance which you can do every day to get 50 of those Christmas stockings. More about that later. So let's just go into the event. Okay, so here I am in the instance after the dialogue with Santa Claus. He tells you that there are unpacked gifts that need to be stepped on because they are fake gifts and they contain explosives. Now, if it leads you into a room that's full of these unpacked gifts, and well, all you really have to do is step on them and make sure that you step on them all before the timer runs out without dying. Yeah, these give a percentage. Um, what do you call this? A percentage value damaged. Because I say that because it's the same thing. I get the same kind of deduction from my HP every time I step on an explosive. Sometimes even up to 20%. So what you have to remember here is, well, of course, auto's not going to do anything for us. Just keep your eye on the timer. If you're pacing it correctly, you should be able to complete this in time. If you die, right, it's gonna offer you to, revive on the spot as usual for 20 gems. And I would suggest not to. Just respawn at your safe place because the event doesn't count if you respawn. All right, you can do this safely. So if you didn't make it in time, you can always, try again. That's a good thing about it. Of course, something to take note of here is your healing skills. Make sure they are upgraded. So this, for instance, this one, I'm on a character that has um, no no points, no gold at all invested into the skill. But I still have a couple of minutes left, and I should be able to complete this if I don't die, accidentally. Sometimes you get a 20% decrease in your HP, so that would suck. Almost there. 2 minutes is a lot of time. Don't worry. All right. So it's important that you get all of the gifts. You complete this every day because there are gonna be some sweet rewards, especially for free-to-play players. You should be able to get a couple of those gifts for free and without shelling out a dime. There are of course some rewards there that will require you to actually shell out up to 400, actually up to $300, if you're wise about which packages to buy. If you don't care about that, money's not an obstacle, then just buy $400 worth of merchandise from the shop, and you should be good to go. Um, let's see. 1 minute left, 72 HP. I think I'm good. All right. So what would not be a good... See, I didn't even finish the boxes, but I got the maximum reward with 40 seconds left on the clock. All right. Let's go back to my character. All right. So more on the events. What do we have for our events? That was the first one. You do those instances daily, and if you log in daily, you get 50 more stockings for free. All right. And since this spans over a period of 20 days, right, or 21 days, let's just round it down to 20, just to give you like a little bit of allowance in case you didn't log in for a day. Then that means you've got what, 2,000 stockings already in the bag because this is 100, so times 20 days, 2,000 stockings. And well, not this guy because this one is for top up. Sorry. If you do this and the event which actually gives you 100, all right, my bad, that would give you a total of 3,000 stockings, right? And then 3,000 stockings, if you go down at a Christmas event, is actually enough to get you to snag these two, right? Because this is only, you'll be spending about, you'll be left with, after buying these two for the stockings that you earned, you'll be still be left with 1,750, and that would be equal to what? So one of those Christmas packs. These are the CFK Christmas packs. So if you're left with 1,750, then you have like 35 more um, packs for free that you can open by the end of the event period. And if you open 35, right? Let's go back. If you open up 35, in order to get this, you need 65 more, right? So, how do you get 65 more packs for free? This is a big question. Now, if you consider just those, the consistent income, like dailies, right, and weeklies. So if it's 10 days, 20 days, then more or less 2 weeks, right? These two sources of gems, free gems, would be about, oh, let's not forget this. So you get 50 from this. So that's a total of what? 4,000 gems altogether. And if you use that 4,000 gems, so this is assuming you're not gonna do any revives, you're not gonna do any refreshes, you're not gonna go here into Kingdom and then go into, and then devote. That's a big sacrifice though. Um, so those 4,000 gems can net you 40 more 40 more CFKs or Christmas, CFK packs, and you can get that from the shop in the utility panel here. All right. So that's 40 on top of the 35. So that's 65. 75. 75 out of 100. Now that leaves you with a problem in how to get the 25 gems, 25 more packs for the for the remainder of this requirement for this holiday antler shard. And the good news is that I think they will probably change, add some more rewards in on how to get this because there's no other way to really get the Christmas stocking outside of the event. Outside of doing the instance and logging in, topping up a dollar a day. Um, So that's the free to play method. At the most, you're going to get 75 packs for free, and you can wait for additional events that they are probably going to start rolling out because I think in the event pane, let's see if we can bring that up. One second. Okay, so here in the event pane, there's additional events that are going to be rolled out in the future, within that period. So before the 21st, you've got this, which actually is a purchase. All of these are purchase diamonds, but who knows? Maybe they're gonna, roll out other ways to actually get diamonds or gems for free, right? Let's go back. So going back to the to where you could probably get the additional 2,500 gems. In a span of 2 weeks, a lot could happen, um, especially in terms of, one thing that I really like are these mini achievements or challenges. So if you've got, there's are some challenges here that give you really good rewards, and I think in 2 weeks you should be able to unlock a lot of these, especially if you haven't been upgrading your heroes, you haven't been doing your instances regularly. Some of those achievements require that you defeat a certain boss on a stage, like X amount of times, and that they give you rewards. Your another alternate resource would be your guild. So if it's 20 days for the guild, you get a reward for that every day. And you also get guild tax, which can be about 500 gems, I think. Um, yeah, 500. So a lot of other resources there. I didn't list those down because they are pretty inconsistent. If you don't have a guild, you won't have this as an option. You can also, depending on how well you're doing in arena, you can also get rewards from here for 2 weeks. Then, depending on your rank, so it's a minor reward, but it's worth mentioning, right? So yeah, 2,500 missing gems. How do you get that? That's pretty much just by playing the games. And in a span of 20 days, I think it's doable. So you shouldn't really have any problems, and be forced to buy, um, to shell out real money in order to get at least the holiday antler shard. Now moving forward, um, the mount, the capybara sleigh shard, capybara sleigh mount, and the wings is a different question. I think these are for pay-to-play players, and though at the minimum, I did some research. If you do the what do you call this? If you participate, right, in this, topping 100 diamonds, which is 99 cents every day for 20 days, you get an additional, you know, you get an additional amount of stockings. So 20, to buy at least 20 more of the CFK Christmas packages. Where is it? Here, right? But that's not the entire big picture. Um, what counts towards that is not just the straight purchase of the package here. It also will count this value pack here, which gives you more, right? So if yeah, but downside to this is you can only buy one per day. So that's 20 of these per day. And if you're really unlucky, right? Because it also gives you like 3 lucky gem boxes. So if you're really unlucky, you get 210 gems on top of the 100 um, diamonds that you get per day, and that's equivalent to purchasing it directly out of the store for 99 gems each. So that's an additional 2 packs per day for 20 days, which is another 40 packs, right? So if you got 40 packs from, 40 more packs from this, and 20 more packs from, what do you call this? From the actual reward of purchasing, getting 100 diamonds from the event pane, then that actually puts you in the range of getting the second, the second reward. Where getting the mount. It doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get the mount again, um, you know, but it gets you pretty close, right? Let's see. All right. So if you're a uh, partial pay-to-play player, but you're not a heavy spender, right? You only have enough to shell out like $1 a day, and that's good enough for you. Um, that let's see. All right. So these two plus the event and the extra 200 purchases, direct purchases from the shop of this package can actually get you the first pack, the first reward or the cup, the heart, the hat, right? So if you got the hat, not this one. We know you can get this for free. Sorry about that. Can get you this reindeer or holiday antlers hat. So for this guy, that leaves you with your dailies, weeklies, stay online, and again, being a semi-pay-to-play player can get you up to about 80 packs, closer to getting this. Um, Considering that is if you have these two packs here, all right? So the daily bonus and the day 25 bonus, the daily bonus from this. If this is still active, that gives you an additional 200 gems per day. So for 20 days, that's additional 4,000 gems that you can get, and that 4,000 gems you can use to buy how many? 40? 100? Yeah, 40 of these packs, right? And then the rest of the other 4,000 is going to come from your dailies, your weeklies, your stay online. So that's 8,000. That leaves you with, um, 2,000 more gems on top of that to worry about within 20 days, which is pretty doable. You shouldn't have, again, to purchase anything else on top of those if you play the game regularly. You should be unlocking stuff from your Explore, um, and you should be able to, get 22,000 more gems on top of that. All right. So what else did they unlock? Oh yeah, forgot about this. Let's not forget to mention this guy. No way around it. You have to be a heavy spender to get this. So you've got, given that if a moderate spender would be able to get this easily, pay-to-play player can get this for free as well. um, Moderate player can get this. A moderate player can't get this unless they're willing to spend about $300 to get pair of wings, right? Because you're gonna need 300 more packs, and since one pack costs 99 gems, um, and purchasing that, you can activate that for about. Nope, you can't even do it this way. See, I already did the purchase, and it goes away. So you have to do a direct buy from the store for amounting to $300 in merchandise. Kind of sucks, but there are people out there who have the money to burn, so that's for them. Um, let's not complain because that's already a lot of stuff that we can get for free actually. Um, Other events that are active, right? Other changes that they made. They said they removed the Thanksgiving event, but I think they removed the instance, but not the event. It's still there. So, um, what I would do if you have leftover shards, leftover turkeys, just do it. Use it on stamina, right? Then what else did they do? They apparently reduced the mob for the dragon to be level 71 to 80. For those of you who have reached that level, you know what I'm talking about. The one hit mob after you kill the level 80 slosh. Kind of that's pretty weird. So it's either a huge was either a huge jump in attack for the mob or there was something wrong there, and I think that's what they fixed. So they also reduced the Guild Dragon's HP stat. That's not a problem really. Wasn't a problem before. Um, and then for the Hero Vault, they unlocked. Excuse me. They added a couple more SS heroes. For the Mount Vault, they changed they added the Black Shadow 5 shard and the Flowery Swing shard. So those are all pretty neat if you get them. Um, you get one chance per free, for free per day to actually get them. So don't miss out on doing your vault spins. And the good thing about this, I think I did spin earlier, and after the maintenance they kind of refresh, so I get a free spin today. So something to remember. Of course, the chances are low, but a free spin is a free spin, right? Um, so if you know there's a maintenance coming up, use up your rolls and then get a free, get an extra turn after the maintenance. Um, they also have new costumes in play, and costumes really, going back to when I was, first really new to the game, I thought the way to go was the M Gacha and the Hero Gacha in the store, but apparently it turns out this is the way to do it. If you really want to increase your power, because you're gonna get heroes and M stones on a regular basis for free in the game, and this is the only place that you can get costumes and mounts. Makes sense, right? Uh, so yeah, those are the events that are in play right now. So hope this actually gives you a solid idea on how to tackle, how to obtain the rewards, especially for free-to-play players like myself. I'm actually a moderate spender, but I don't like to spend too much, especially if the asking price is $300. I would rather, use that money to uh, buy a good bottle of whiskey, which you can. You can probably buy a bottle of, well, two bottles of Blue Label with that money, right? So be wise. If you have money to burn, then go for it. If you don't, if you're still living off of your parents' allowance, if you're still a student and you wanna buy this, you wanna get this, um, where is it? You want to get those sweet pair of wings. Think again. Maybe you want to save up and then just buy a good pair of shades or whatever, because this is just a virtual item. It's not gonna change your life. It's gonna make you look cool in the game. But it's better just if you don't have a means to pay for it yourself and you're relying on your other people to pay it for you, then don't. Right? It's just poor form. All right, this has been fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have questions, feel free to give a comment down at the bottom. And see you until the next video. Bye.